What's going on, people? It's your boy Yugioh. We are back with another deck profile. This time we have a first place Fiendsmith Yummy deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. But let's get into it. So for this deck profile, we have a 40 card main deck count. Play 3 cups of Yummy. If you control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 Synchro monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon cups of Yummy once per turn this way. If this card is no more special summon, you can add 1 Yummy card from your deck to your hand except cups of Yummy. Or if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Synchro monster, you could draw 1 card instead. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Marshmallow Yummy. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are light beast monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is no more special summon, you can add 1 Yummy spell/trap from your graveyard to your hand. Or if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Synchro monster, you can place 1 Yummy field spell or 1 Yummy continuous spell/trap from your deck or banishment face up on the field. Instead, you can only use each effect once per turn. Then we have 1 of each, 1 Yummy, 1 Lollipop Yummy, and 1 Cookie Yummy. Lollipop Yummy, if you control a level 1 Link monster or level 2 Synchro monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Lollipop Yummy once per turn this way. If this card is no more special summon, you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, or if this card was special summoned by the effect of a Synchro monster, you can banish this card instead. You can only use this effect of Lollipop Yummy once per turn. Then the Cookie Yummy, if you control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 Synchro monster, you can special summon this card. You can only use special summon Cookie Yummy once per turn this way. If this card is no more special summon, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent control, it loses 1,000 attack. Or if this card was special summoned by the effect of a Synchro monster, you can destroy that monster instead. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play the Fiendsmith package, 1 Fabled Larry. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can special summon it. Then Lacrima, the Crimson Tears. If this card is no more special summon, you can send 1 Fiendsmith card from your deck to the graveyard except Lacrima, the Crimson Tears during your opponent's turn. If this card is in your graveyard quick effect, you can target 1 Fiendsmith Link monster in your graveyard, shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do special summon that monster, you can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Fiendsmith Engraver. You can discard this card, add 1 Fiendsmith card, add 1 Fiendsmith spell/trap from your deck to your hand. You can target 1 Fiendsmith equip card you control and 1 monster on the field, send them to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle 1 other light fiend monster from your graveyard into the deck/extra deck, special summon this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. So play 3 of those. Then we have the hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, most generic hand trap in the game. 2 Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion, 3 Effect Veilers, and 3 more Charming Follows. Good for going second, more draw power. If your opponent tries to special summon from the deck or extra deck, they're helping you out while you're going second. Then we have the 3 Piri Rias map. At the start of your main phase, add 1 monster with 0 attack from your deck to your hand, but half your life points. After adding it to your hand, until the end of the next turn this card was activated, you cannot activate the added monster effects or the effects of cards with this name until you normal summon that monster or a card with this name. So we just basically play this to get the Cups of Yummy, since that's one of the most hardest ones to stop the deck with. So play 3 of these. 1 of each of the field spell, 1 Yummy Amusement Mignon, 1 Croaky. Then we play 1 Yummy Surprise. Then we have the rest of the Fiendsmith cards, 1 Fiendsmith track, 2 Fiendsmith track. Then we have the Sky Striker Mecha Hornet drones. This is to, I believe, go into the Kagari and just extend to go into a level 2 Synchro. And then the 1 Call by the Grave, 3 Dominance Purge, and 3 Dominance Impulse. So let's keep going. No, not Dominance Impulse, Infinite Impermanence. So for the extra deck, we have 1 Cups of Yummy. For this card, Synchro Summon, you can treat 1 Link 1 monster you control as a level 1 tuner. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card Synchro Summon, add 2 Yummy monster from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card to the extra deck as cost. Special summon 2 Yummy monsters from the grave. Then Lollipop Yummy. For this card Synchro Summon, you can treat 1 level 1 Link monster you control as a tuner. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn this way. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard but negate their effects. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card to the extra deck, special summon up to 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard. Cookie Yummy. For this card Synchro Summon, you can treat 1 Link 1 monster you control as a level 1 tuner. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn this way. If this card Synchro Summon, you can target up 2 face-up monsters on the field, change them to face-down defense position. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card to the extra deck, special summon 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard. Then we have one Yummy Snatchy. If this card is special summon, you can place one Yummy field spell from your hand or deck face up on the field. Also, you cannot link summon link 3 or higher link monsters for the rest of the turn. You're going to use each of the following effects once per turn: once per chain during the main phase, or if your opponent's battle phase. You can pay 100 life points immediately after this effect resolves. Synchro summon using monsters you control as materials, including a Yummy monster. Then we play the one Linkaribo for a Link 1. Then we play Link Spider for a Link 1. Then we play the Reaperdocus to go into the Fiendsmith package. 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Fiendsmith Requiem, 1 Fiendsmith Sequence, 1 Sky Striker Ace Kagari, 1 Sky Striker Ace Camellia, 1 Fiendsmith Lacrima, 1 Fiendsmith Desiree, 1 Wave High King Caesar. And for the side deck, play 3 Retaliating Sea, 2 more Charming Aprilia, 2 Drolling Lockbird, 1 Cyphering Gear Gamma, 3 Cyphering Gear Delta, 1 Cyphering Driver, 1 Lollipo Yummy, 1 Crossout Designated, and then the 1 Trap Assist Yummy. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can gain 100 life points, and if you do, your opponent pays 100 life points. You're going to use one of the following effects once per turn, and only once that turn. During the main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can send 2 face-up Yummy cards you control to the graveyard, including this card. Return 1 card on the field or in the graveyard to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Send 1 Yummy card from your deck to the graveyard, except Assist Yummy. So that is it for the first place deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. This your boy I Grind Yu-Gi-Oh. We out.